Good morning. My name is Kauai Fitt, and I'm a realtor here in Anchorage, Alaska. Today we're talking about the difference between single agents versus teams. Lots of people don't know, unless you're in the real estate industry, you don't really understand the difference between who's a broker and what is a brokerage. And if you're a realtor, then are you on a team or are you a single agent? And what's the difference? So there are kind of lots of different things about why people go to teams versus why people have become single agents. I'm a single agent, and the reason why I'm a single agent is because I like to be my own boss. I like to be on my own. I like to make sure my processes are smooth, and I like to run my processes. Being on a team means that we have to abide by someone else's processes. There's always a team leader, and the team leader is going to be somebody who is overseeing everyone on the team. The team could have 3 people on it. The team could have, 80 people on it. Lots of times teams have buyer agents and they have seller agents. And if you have buyer agents, those buyer agents, they are trained to only work with buyers. They are really good at what they do. They know exactly how to work with buyers, like, beautifully, right? Then they have their seller agents who also know how to work with their sellers perfectly. They know how to prepare their listing presentation. They know exactly what they're gonna say. They are focused on sellers. So typically, when you're on a team, there's not one agent who really does both, works with buyers or sellers. It's either one or the other. That's typical. Also, it's typical to have a transaction coordinator or a couple of them for your team, meaning that the agent, whoever you're working with in that team, will be sending you emails, they'll be showing you houses, they'll be listing your house, whatever. But when it comes to documentation, there will be a transaction coordinator who's actually sending those documents to you as their client. And so it's bringing in another person into the transaction. And sometimes teams have even more people, assistants, admin, that kind of stuff involved in the transaction. And then also lots of times the team will, the agent on the team will include the team leader as well. So sometimes you're dealing with a whole bunch of different people from the team, and sometimes that can get a little overwhelming. Sometimes you can get different answers from different people on the team, and sometimes it's just not a smooth transaction. I like to be a single agent because I am in the know on everything. I'm on every single email. I do have an assistant. She helps out. She's a contractor to me. She's fantastic. And so she's CC'd on every single email I send out too, so that we're both in the know. We both are up to date for everything. Our calendars are meshed. Everything's meshed. So it's she and I who work together directly. And it's a super smooth process, and we've created our own processes for example, for our listing transactions. We have over 72 boxes to check off within the transaction so that we don't skip a beat, and so that we are updated. Everything's online, everything is connected together. So when she's updating something on our transaction list, then I know I can see it live that, oh, she's updating something right now. We are not on a team because we also can create our business ourselves. Lots of times people do decide to go onto a team because they need the leads. A team leader will frequently provide a handful of leads to their agents every week. And lots of times teams also have rules like, oh, from 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, you have to be on the phone, you have to be cold calling, you have to be, making those connections and seeing if people want to buy, sell, or invest in real estate. That's not how I like to do business. My business is truly through referrals. It's truly through people who I've worked with previously when I was engineering and in construction management. So I have great networks of people So if you're a new realtor watching this video, then I highly suggest thinking about who your spheres of people are. Who do you know? How are you genuinely a person to reach out to people, or do you need somebody like a team leader to give you leads so that you have a list of 100 people to call in one week and you just pick up the phone and start cold calling? Some agents, they base their whole business off of cold calling, and it's fantastic, and they've been very successful. I hate cold calling. I cannot stand it. It's not me at all. And when I'm asked to cold call, it is just very difficult for me. So therefore, since it didn't work, that process doesn't work for me, then I decided to create my own process that does work for me. And I've been very successful at it. If you are a realtor and you're just getting into the business and you want to talk more about, should I be on a team? Should I be a single agent? Let me know. I'd love to call and talk to you more about it. It can work. It just depends on who you are, and it can work for you either way. And then there are different brokerages that also either highly support single agents, or they highly support teams. So we could talk about that. And it could be a learning curve too. You might be able to start out on a team for a while, get the gist of it, and figure out that you would feel more comfortable being a single agent, and then you could jump out. It all depends on your team, who your team leader is, and your personality. All right. If you have any questions regarding real estate, give me a shout, leave a comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right. Thanks.